What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me today on my channel. I'm going to be reviewing one of the most popular traders who does trading and teaches it, and that's Timothy Sykes. Today I'm going to review the Silver Subscription because he offers different subscriptions. I've done both before in the past, so that way you can get an insight of is it worth it for you to do or is it not. Stay tuned. So before we dive into this video, make sure to subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and share it around with the community, because there's a lot of people out there who might not be able to afford multiple services at once, and they want to know, is it worth their money? So diving into this, there's a couple of things that kind of come to my mind. Like, if I'm gonna get a service, what do I want to know? Number one, I want to know if it's worth it, right? What's the chat like? What's the chat room like? How is his teaching style? What are the videos like? And what does he offer? Like the whole package. So we're gonna get into that. So let's talk about the chat room. For one, the chat room, for me, when I joined them, I was very green. And so therefore, I didn't really know what I was doing. And what I mean by green is like I was just dipping into the pool for the first time ever. And so I can tell you now with experience that, it just depends on where you're at. You're gonna get a lot of fluff. A lot of people just saying, I'm trading this, I'm trading that. And that could be very, very distracting, especially for a new trader. And with my only advice would be, don't listen to anybody in that chat room, period. Unless it's like one of the administrators, like Mark Crook, love that guy, or Tim Sykes, or even Croy Runner, which is Tim Grittani, as you guys know, is one of my favorite traders. Now that being said, in the chat room, Tim Sykes, he shows up and he talks about what he's looking at. He does a good job at sharing his thoughts on what he's looking at and why he's looking at it. But and then he also tells you, when he enters a trade and what his plan is, and then he exits the trade. Now the part of his plan, something that's missing from his plan is what I'm trying to say, and that is he doesn't really tell you the full plan. Like, here's my profit target and here's my risk. He just says, I'm entering here and I think it should go further. Now, that's nice and all, but at the same time, it's really not, because if you're really trying to show people how to build a plan with risk involved, because trading is really about risk management. I mean, not the only thing, but it's huge. Then I think it'd be nice to share that. At the same time, people would be following him like crazy and they'd probably just copy him. And that's something that would be annoying. I could definitely see that as a trader too. If you're looking for someone to share with you a trade in full scope, like here's my entry, here's my risk, here's my profit target, here's why I'm trading it, then that's not what you're gonna get. What you're gonna get is, here's a big picture idea and here's my entry. And then you'll find out when he sells, right? And most people chase, and so most people lose because they're trying to follow him, which please don't do. It's the worst idea ever. The good thing is about his chat room is you have Mark Crook. He's mainly the only other person who's always there, and his strategy is a little different, but very similar to Tim Sykes. So he's always there though, and he's very friendly, and he answers a lot of questions. So that's really great. Now his chat room can get vulgar at times. I mean, Tim basically talks to you like you're a kid sometimes, and sometimes that's needed. I mean, I get it, but could become off as disrespectful, as making fun of people and so forth. But at the same time, you got to take that with a grain of salt. That's how he teaches, and it might not be the best way for some people, so just keep that in mind. He's not by any means using kitty gloves, but you got to get it from his perspective. He's helping thousands of people, and they're all asking the same questions, and most of the questions are just, quite honestly, just dumb questions. But at the same time, you don't know what you don't know, and then most of the questions are just like, how do I make millions like right away? People are in a rush. Don't be that person, please, because then you'll just be annoying. How often are your questions answered in the chat? They're not answered often. If they are answered, they're answered in a very generic kind of blanket answer, as if they were scripted already, because you get the same questions over and over. The main answer you'll get is watch DVDs, watch my video lessons. And that gets me into the next subject. So one of the cool things that he offers is video lessons, and he posts one pretty much every day. And I don't know, it's been a long time since I've been part of his group. It could have changed, but I can tell you that you'll have so many video lessons to go back and watch that you pretty much will never run out. The good news is you'll be able to see his strategy and plan. But one thing I want to highlight is he doesn't really go into full picture. Like, he doesn't tell you what his risk is. He doesn't, and that's important. I mean, that's one of the biggest parts of trading. Have a full plan, right? But he emphasizes on having a plan, but he doesn't tell you his plan. So that's kind of bothered me sometimes. Now I don't care, because I don't I basically have my own plans. That being said, the other thing is he offers DVDs, and if you have to pretty much buy all his DVDs if you're just a silver subscriber. The DVDs are expensive. They're overpriced, and I don't want to say they're overpriced, but for the quality that you get, they're overpriced, right? In terms of what they look like, but the info is valuable, okay? So watch them. I know you'll be like, what the hell is this? But watch them because they're very valuable. That's something I would say. So if you're gonna buy one of them, I haven't reviewed all his DVDs, but I would say How to Make Millions is a great one. It goes to charity too, and then there's another one. I believe it's another free one where he does like a traded checklist. It's a really great one. All in all, I would really want to say that if you're going to pay for that subscription for silver, immediately watch all the video lessons. Just dive into that, especially if you're brand new, and just watch them all, okay? And then watch him trade in the chat room and see what he does. And don't chase, don't follow, but watch it so when he's done trading, you can see what he was thinking and then look at the chart and analyze it. If you do that, you'll get a lot of value. But if you just be like everyone else, because you'll see so many people, oh, I just traded XYZ ticker. Oh, I just traded YZ whatever ticker. I just made $30,000. I just made $3,000. Most of those people are just bullshit. They are losing every day, and they're just like, they're just worthless opinions, okay? That is something that you gotta ignore. If you listen to anyone like, hey, I'm watching this looks like a big running, who the hell are they, right? Unless it's Tim Sykes or the administrator like Mark Crook, don't listen, because you didn't pay to join a chat to listen to traders, you paid to learn from the experts. So that's something to keep in mind. It's not that expensive, so if you're gonna try it, I would say just give it a shot for about a month or two. Watch the video lessons and see what you think. If you're looking to just grow and copy someone, you're not. It's not gonna be successful. So keep that in mind. Now, my personal opinion, I do believe that, I've been in a couple of chat rooms, not too many. I think I've been part of 3. And I will say that I think I got more value from the video lessons than the chat room itself. I pretty much wouldn't really care about the chat room. It's not really helpful for me. It could be different for you, but at the same time, the video lessons is valuable. Definitely watch those. So I'd say it could be worth it. I definitely did it, obviously, because I'm reviewing it. But at the same time, there's other options out there that could be better, depending on your learning style. So with that in mind, hopefully this helps you. Remember, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and share this with other people. And comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you've already been part of it, maybe something that you feel like is important that I missed. Or maybe a question that maybe I didn't even answer, right? I could completely be unaware of questions that you may have that I'm just assuming I know.